Before the kingdom stood, before the royal drums echoed across the hills, before the fawn wore the crown of authority, there was a journey from the wide Tikar plains to the sacred highlands of the grassfields. This is the story of migration, of ancestors, of power and sacred authority. This is the story of Bafut, Komine, Nosso. This is Voices of the Grassfields. In the highlands of northwestern Cameroon, where the mist touches the hills and royal drums echo across valleys, stand ancient kingdoms, kingdoms of power, kingdoms of spirit, kingdoms of ancestors. Bafut, come, no so. But their story did not begin here. It began in the plains, far away, in the region now known as Bankim. On the wide Tikar plains lived a people called the Tikar warriors, farmers, royal clans. According to oral tradition, they lived united under powerful rulers. But history shifted. There were wars, succession disputes, struggles for land and power, and so the royal lineages began to move southward toward the mountains. Princes and princesses left with followers. They carried sacred objects, royal symbols, ancestral authority. They climbed into the grass fields, and there new kingdoms were born. Among those who migrated was a royal woman. Her name was Nongonso. She journeyed from the Tika region into the hills of present-day Kombo. There she founded what would become the Nongonso kingdom. To this day, Nongonso is honored as the mother of Nongon. In Nongonso, the phone rules, but powerful societies like Nongon Ronga tradition, authority is sacred, ancestry is living, the past walks with the present. In Laikum, the heart of Kom, a sacred statue stood, Afo Kom, the spiritual protector of the Kom people, not decoration, not art, power. When it was stolen in 1966, the kingdom felt a spiritual wound. When it returned in 1973, balance was restored. In Kom, sacred authority is centered, visible, revered. In Bafut, power is layered. The throne rules as king and spiritual bridge, but behind the throne stands Kuifon, guardians of law, keepers of ritual. Voice of the ancestors in Bafut, sacred power is not one statue. It lives in shrines, in masked societies, in ancestral stones, invisible but absolute. Bafut, Kom, Nenso, different kingdoms, different expressions of power, but one shared memory, the thicker plains, the journey, the ancestors. Over centuries, migrants mixed with local peoples, cultures blended, languages evolved, but the royal systems remained. The fawn, the sacred societies, the shrines, the drums. The Tikka migration may be oral history. Scholars debate, but its meaning is clear. It is a story of movement, of resilience, of identity. It reminds the grassfields people we are connected across kingdoms, across generations, across time, from the plains to the mountains, from Tikar to Bafut, Kom and Nenso, the ancestors still speak, and their story lives on. The plains may be far behind us, the mountains may stand tall before us, but the journey of a people never truly ends. From Tikar to the highlands of Bafut, Kom and Nenso, the ancestors walked, they built kingdoms, they established sacred law, they left behind shrines, societies, and royal thrones. Today, the drums still speak, the palaces still stand, the traditions still breathe, and as long as their story is told, the ancestors are never silent. This is not just history, it is identity, it is memory, it is legacy. As this journey comes to an end, we extend our deepest appreciation to you, our listener. Thank you for walking with us from the Tikar Plains to the sacred highlands of the grassfields. Thank you for honoring the memory of our ancestors, our fawns, our traditions, and the enduring spirit of Bafut, Kom, and Nanso. This story belongs to the elders who preserved it, to the custodians of culture who protect it, and to every generation that carries it forward. May we continue to celebrate unity. May we protect our heritage. May we teach our children where they come from. Because when history is remembered, identity is strengthened. And when identity is strong, a people can never be lost.